We bring the truth up close and personal through police body cam footage. Exciting car chases, road rage outbursts, disturbing and chilling discoveries. Nothing gets you closer to the scene than the camera placed right on the officer's uniform. This is Cams Don't Lie.
You didn't get stopped by the regular police? Okay, I've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, I'm very aware.
Okay, how much marijuana do you have?
It's probably about, I don't know exactly, but I know it's over 100 pounds.
Drug interdiction.
On February 10, 2022 in Cobola County, New Mexico, police pulled over a suspicious vehicle at a regular traffic stop. What they didn't know was that they'd open up a drug bust worth over $1 million. Here's what happened.
Nah, I just woke up this morning.
Just woke up. You got your driver's license, registration, insurance? Perfect, man. If you get a step out from me, fall to my car, I'm going to give you a written warning. We'll get you on your way, okay?
Thank you.
Yep.
Police body cam footage shows us the officer approaching the vehicle and asking the driver to step out. The police officer noticed the driver crossing at the wrong lanes in traffic, prompting the stop. He asks him whether he has been drinking or under any influence of other substances.
111, 89 check.
Code 4. What takes you out there?
I was just going to see a friend or two.
You rented the vehicle?
No, my friend Donnie did.
The police officer asks the driver to sit with him inside the cop car while he listens to his story and checks his records.
1 there, Joe. I'm out with the Amos.
Copy.
I go for the...
They even engage in friendly conversation. The officer thinks he's just writing the suspect up for improper driving on the road. What he didn't know is that soon he would be arresting his newfound friend for carrying copious amounts of drugs. For carrying that much contraband, the suspect sure is calm, sitting inches away from the officer.
It's coin with a C, not a K.
C.
Yeah, C-L-O-Y-N-E.
10 for direct. Thank you. You can just put in information on the cab for me, please.
All seems to be going well. Police vehicle dashcam footage shows us both the suspect and the officer sitting in the car while the sheriff cross-checks the information he received from the driver.
You know your DL number?
Hair color black.
To relieve the tension, the driver even attempted to engage the officer in conversation over their favorite sports team.
Yeah, 49, man. They say Joe Burrow is gonna have a pretty exciting game.
The driver then asks the officer if he will have to pay a fine for his driving violation, to which the officer assures him that a warning will be the worst of his worries.
Payment, no court, nothing.
Okay.
Just out here showing my bosses.
The officer then asks the driver to step outside the vehicle to make sure that the driver's papers and documentation match the records the police have.
Some numbers on the vehicle, make sure it matches his documentation here, okay? If you step out, step on my tire, then we'll come back in here, okay? Code 4.
When the officer opened the door, he noticed a strong odor of marijuana coming off from inside the vehicle. He immediately goes back to his car and asks the driver how much marijuana he is carrying. Considering New Mexico allows possession of marijuana for recreational purposes, he is allowed to have up to 2 ounces of the substance.
Stop by the regular police, okay? You got stopped by the interdiction unit, okay?
Yeah, where?
Okay, how much marijuana do you have?
It's probably about, I don't know exactly, but I know it's over 100 pounds.
Over 100 pounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over 100 pounds of marijuana. For a single person, that will take him high up to the clouds for days. The officer then informs dispatch of the discovery.
Warning for further to maintain lane, okay?
Yeah.
You know, watch the road, okay?
Yeah.
Stand right here for me. We'll get this done, then we'll deal with that situation, okay? So, by you admitting that there's over 100 pounds of marijuana in the vehicle, I'm just going to read you something, okay?
The officer then proceeds to tell the suspect his Miranda rights, assuring him that he is not under arrest but is currently being detained. Afterward, the officer asks the suspect if he understands his rights and consents to be interrogated by the police. The suspect agrees and begins to answer his questions.
Or did you pick up this marijuana for someone else? Are you getting paid for it?
No, I'm just a driver.
You're just a driver.
It's a pretty fair ground, like maybe like 7,000-8,000.
7,000 or 8,000?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're picking it up from Cali, and where are you taking it?
The officer asks the driver about his position in this drug trade. The suspect confesses that he is just a driver for the marijuana and is taking it to Washington, D.C., which allows marijuana for both medical and recreational use.
Put cuffs on you. I'm just going to have you sit right there on that brick for me, okay? Then I'll search the vehicle, and then we'll go. You can fold that up and put that in your pocket. I'm just going to need this for documentation, okay? I'm going to come around my vehicle right here.
The officer then asks the suspect to exit the vehicle so he can put handcuffs on him.
10 Ford Rick, I have 1 male sub.
The police officer then takes pictures of the vehicle and its contents to serve as evidence. Opening up one bag after the other, each is packed with plastic bags of marijuana. Seeing as the driver doesn't look like he's operating a vehicle certified to carry this much contraband, the police will have to confiscate it.
I'm going to roll up on me while I'm doing this, okay?
No, you're good.
All right, man. Okay.
The officer checked on the suspect to ask him if he would do anything to escalate the situation, and the suspect said he would stay calm as thousands of dollars worth of marijuana were being pulled out from the vehicle. The suspect is not resisting the officer and is surprisingly cooperative with the authorities. His actions will dictate whether or not he will be charged harshly by the court. Helping the officer do his work may help him get a lighter sentence. We estimate upwards of 6 bags full of marijuana, a huge amount to be just driving across the county. If this is an illegal transaction, then the owners of this contraband would face a huge loss. The officer then inspects the front of the vehicle to see if there might be firearms inside the car. Most drug dealers we come across in our videos often have a piece with them. The officer then goes back to his vehicle to retrieve what seems to be a piece of paper that he will use to further document the scene. The officer then asks the suspect to approach him and continue to ask him questions, including who is the owner of the marijuana.
You state the marijuana is not yours, correct?
Yes,
You're just transporting it, okay? Like I explained, I'm a federal task force officer through HSI, okay? The amount fill out this abandonment form, but you stating that the marijuana is not yours, you're abandoning the marijuana, okay?
I'll fill this.
The officer allows the suspect to fill out an abandonment form, which will have a written record that essentially lets the driver state that he is not the owner of the marijuana inside the vehicle and that he is willing to abandon it, handling it to the police.
To Washington. This is the guy he's working for. He picked it up in Cali, driving it back. He said it's over 100 pounds.
Another police officer arrives at the scene to assist in the traffic stop and securing the marijuana.
You know what they do to people that are foreign? This is fucking native land. You know what they do? I don't know, not New Mexico. I'm not from. Yeah, this is native land.
The other police officer tells the suspect off and warns him about the consequences of driving copious amounts of marijuana. During all that, we can see from the body cam footage the officer filing out the abandonment form for the suspect.
Going to put your name here, signature. Okay.
The suspect is then allowed to sign out the form and write down his personal details and information.
That's a 4 right there, not a 9.
4, okay. What's your email?
As the officer takes in the form to be processed, the suspect then gets interrogated further by the other police officers.
So I'll scan this in and I'll...
You a big old drug dealer or what? Nothing too big.
Sign right here.
Small time. You probably will be mad.
The officers then asked who are the people involved with the driver's drug trade, which the suspect complied with and gave them the names of the people he works with, giving only names like Sergio and Donald.
So from the very beginning, what did they tell you? How did the instructions go?
At the beginning, I thought I was, you know what I'm saying, carrying what should come. They're growers in California. I meet them up somewhere, like at a hotel or a warehouse or something like that. I just come pick it up and take it where it needs.
The suspect also tells the officers that he is aware that he is carrying multiple bags loaded with marijuana. He also tells them how the deal operated. He picked up a rented van and will only drop it off at a location disclosed by the dealers.
Yeah.
You went to a hotel, then did you meet the guys or did they
They already had it on them. They went to their growers. I never met the initial grower.
when did you fly into Cali?
On Sunday.
On Sunday?
Yeah.
So they already had the van ready to go for you?
Yeah, they do all the logistics parts, and I just pick it up, take it whatever, and then take it to where.
The officer then writes down the suspect's phone number in the abandonment form. The audio has been muted to keep his personal information private.
What do you think your boss is going to say about this? Probably maybe half a day. I don't know.
How much you think all that's worth? This trip?
Probably like 2.
The driver tells the officers how many times he has done deals like this. This was his third operation, after being paid approximately $6,000 in the previous 2.
I'm sitting here like.
Well, you're not going to send them to jail here to get scalped?
No.
We'll let HSI do it.
I'm 10 to 20 years.
No, I don't need that. I'm a good kid. I'm just trying to make a little money on the side.
The officer then threatens the suspect that he can receive up to 20 years of confinement following the arrest for this drug operation. The suspect then tells them that he is just trying to get by and make some money, and that he is not a drug dealer. He later informs them that he has had no previous felonies prior to the traffic stop.
I'm actually a CDL truck. Well, I mean it, because what I say, I mean.
So how are your bosses? Are they pretty linked up with some bad shit, or is it just...
I don't know that deep. Honestly, to be honest, I don't know if it's that deep. I've only dealt with the mayor.
The suspect doesn't know much about the people that employed him. Considering that he's just a runner for the contraband, he was probably speaking the truth. People dealing in large amounts of drugs wouldn't give their drivers all the information of their operation in case they get pulled over. Just like where we are now.
I was trying to, man. I was trying to give him the number.
What's his last name?
I don't know. It's like on.
They then asked him further about the names of the people he was working with, along with where he was supposed to drop the van off. He tells them he was instructed to leave the van at a hotel in Hagerstown, where another driver will supposedly pick it up and move it along. Reports claim that the bags of marijuana totaled a street value worth $1,052,554.56. The suspect was permitted to walk away from the scene but is pending federal prosecution. This has been Cams Don't Lie, bringing you the truth up close and personal. To keep yourself updated on the scene, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Cams Don't Lie reporting out.